The new shoe has been released for 2024, and I'm adding it into my rotation for time out on the trails. So in this video, I'm going to give you all a first look at the new Altra Olympus 6. Everyone, Knowledge here with Reach Your Summit. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited to share this video with all of you. I have been excited and looking forward to the release of this shoe. But one quick side note before I get further into the video, I have very minor mileage in this shoe, so this is going to be more of a first look, and I'll share a follow-up later on as I get more and more mileage in with this shoe. Right now I'm sitting at around 30 miles. I brought this shoe out on a couple of very short trail runs and on a short backpacking trip, just to check out those updates and to get a little bit of feedback with the shoe, to be able to share some honest and authentic feedback with all of you. But with that, I'm going to go over the specs, and then I'll go over the fit with all of you and what my first impressions are, some things that I like about the shoe, and what I'm a little bit wary and cautious of at the moment. So let's get right into it with the specs of the shoe. So a couple of things have increased with this updated shoe. That is the price and also the weight. Total cost for a pair of the Altra Olympus 6s is $175, and the total weight on my scale for the pair, I went with a men's size 11, and the total weight for the pair is 27 ounces. So that's a $5 increase from the Altra Olympus 5s, and I believe around a 3-ounce increase in weight for the pair compared to the Altra Olympus 5s. What the shoe has retained is the original foot shape. This is the widest of foot shape fits that Altra offers, and I find the original foot shape fit to work best for me, though I have been also very happy with the standard fit with some of the shoes, which is a little bit narrower than what this is. It's also kept the zero drop or balance cushioning, and it has a 33 millimeter stack height. This is the most that Altra offers in any of their shoes, and that cushioning is still using the A-bound midsole foam that was found in shoes like the Altra Olympus 5 and the Altra Olympus 4. The outsole still has the Vibram Mega Grip, beefy pull tab, Velcro gator trap on the back, and a hook in the front for wearing Ultra gaiters, or lately I've been wearing Ultra Gam gaiters, and I find both to fit well with this shoe. Lastly, a nice padded tongue, good amount of padding in the heel cup. So with the fit of the shoe, I'm really happy to report, at least for me, that sizing is back to its true fit. For the Olympus 4, I had worn a men's size 11, and with the 5, I found that to be a little bit more snug. Though the 11 worked for me, I actually ended up having to size up a half size to 11 and a half. But with these Olympus 6s, I'm right back to men's size 11. The upper has been updated, and I find it to provide a lot of volume inside of the shoe. It feels very durable, and it looks really breathable. So far in my experience, it has been pretty breathable. Only time will tell with how it continues to perform, but I don't feel like it's really snug and tight like the Olympus 5 was. It's a lot more roomy and freer feeling, similar to the Olympus 4. Or my favorite go-to out of the Altra shoes, the Lone Peaks. Despite the slight increase in volume with the new upper, I still feel very locked in a similar way to the Olympus 5 due to the generous padding in the heel cup. It's a little bit different than what the Olympus 4 had. So if you found your heel to slide a little bit in the Olympus 4, but you did not with the Olympus 5, you're probably going to feel the same way with the Olympus 6 and having a nice, secure, locked in heel. Though I do feel locked in, I'm also a little wary of the padding in general, just with the way that it's sewn in and where it's placed in this shoe. I find it to sit a little bit lower and more around my heel than just up above my heel, if that makes any sense. With the Olympus 5, I found it to wrap around really nicely. I'm looking forward to seeing if that changes as the shoe wears in a little bit more and I pack it out a little bit more. If that improves, or if it can possibly cause some type of friction if it remains the same. It's not anything that's really uncomfortable. It's just something I notice when I put the shoes on. The Vibram Mega Grip is fantastic in wet terrain, roots and rocks. I feel very secure, and the lugs have actually been updated. Everything is all now one piece. It's not separate, and I find that my toes still get that flexibility. It does move with each individual toe, but it looks like it's also going to be a bit more durable. I didn't personally have any issues with the outsole and lugs on my Olympus 5. The laces are a little bit longer than the Olympus 5. I was really happy to find that too. I feel that they're a good length with this shoe. They're also a little bit more textured. Kind of reminds me of what was found on the Lone Peak 6. And those laces I loved. They stay very secure. They don't slide or come undone. So I feel that this was a nice improvement over the laces that were found on both the Olympus 4 and the Altra Olympus 5. Padding in the tongue is also just enough. There's a little bit there just to keep it comfortable and secure. It's not too minimal where it might cut into the front of the foot. And overall, it's just very comfortable for me. With the midsole, I find the midsole to be a little bit softer, a little spongier feeling than the Altra Olympus 5. A little closer to what the Olympus 4 felt like to me, but still being firm enough to be responsive. Though I like the A-bound midsole foam, I would love to see an update to that in the future. I've really been enjoying the Ego Max that's used in the Timps. I would love to see that being used in the Altra Olympus. As far as quick drying time and the shoe being out in very wet conditions, I haven't experienced that yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this new upper handles that and how it compares to the Olympus 5 and the Olympus 4. The heel pull tab has also been changed a little bit with this shoe. I find it to be a little less than what was on the Olympus 5. With that, I find it to be a little bit more difficult to get my finger in there and pull up on the back of the shoe. Do find that I prefer the slightly longer tab on the back that was found on the 5. It's going to be different for everyone, so some of you might find that you agree with me. Others might find that this is what you prefer a little bit more. This is also going to be a very clunky shoe, bit heavier than other shoes. So I'll be using this a bit more for long distance hiking and high mileage days, and a little less with running. I've actually been enjoying the Ultra Timp 5s quite a bit after giving them a try. So I'll be using those for high mileage days as well, but also more for trail running. I find with that shoe, it's a bit more nimble. It's just the right amount of cushioning. I find this to be a little bit beefier and a little bit wider. After a very long day out on trail, feeling a little bit more sluggish just due to the wider base of the shoe and the slightly heavier weight. Overall, I'm still really excited for the shoe. My first impressions are good. Feels very familiar to me and very similar to previous versions of the Olympus with some minor updates. I'm looking forward to putting more miles on it and seeing how it holds up, seeing how it continues to perform in varying conditions. And though I'm looking forward to continuing to use this shoe, I'm also going to be continuing to enjoy wearing my go-to over the years, the Ultra Lone Peak. just for having more of that ground feel and the lower stack height, and also continuing to log in mileage with the Ultra Timp 5. So there you have it, first look at the Altra Olympus 6. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'm wondering, have any of you picked up this shoe yet? If you have, what are your first impressions of it? What do you like? What do you dislike with this shoe? Leave it in a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have any questions about this shoe or anything else in my other videos, please feel free to leave them in a comment below, or you can contact me at any time at reachyoursummit.net. If you like this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I'm always adding new content to it, and I have a lot of exciting things coming up for this channel. So hit the notification bell so you can be notified when those are released. Thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you're all well, and I hope you're enjoying some time outdoors. And until the next one, see you on the trail.